everyone. The two are spectating. This is a game that I played. I was on the Radiance team. I played this game as Juggernaut, and I kind of wanted to play Juggernaut because I saw Dendi play him as Navi in that one game that I casted. So yeah, let me just switch it over to player perspective. And Juggernaut. There we go. Alrighty, so yeah, and I built him pretty much like Dendi did. I'm going into the safe lane, so I believe I grab a Quelling Blade here. But yeah, but what I do this game is basically I try to farm a lot of stuff to, but yeah, as I said before, the thing that people do with Juggernaut now is that they, not sure how. I laned with Earthshaker, which was nice because he didn't take many of my last hits. But you know, as I said, some of these players aren't as good as me, so they won't know that you're not supposed to take less hits from a carry. So yeah, by the way, if you're new to the game, if you're playing like a support role and you bought the courier, when you're going to lane, unless you're laning with another support, which you should not be, and if you look, if you got into lane, you're like, oh, this is another support, you should probably move until one of your carries to move her with you. So yeah, I didn't get the bounty rune here, which was unfortunate, but whatever. I was laning against Doom, and I think this Doom played pretty badly, because I think he never doomed me, like, the whole game, which I think is a mistake, because I'm probably one of the main, at least, Doom targets, maybe, like, me or Gyro or Necrophos, but, I think, like, looking at the extent of which I got farmed, I accidentally bought a TP scroll here, but I sold it in time. So yeah, took a bit of harass damage. Yeah, the bot rider was really annoying this game. I took a lot of harassment damage from him. I think I actually died to him one day, but yeah. Just make sure as Juggernaut you get all the last hits that you can. Try to not miss any. And as any carry, pretty much. As you can see, I already have 2, but I believe I miss one soon. But try not to miss any. I think auto-attacking the creep here is a mistake. I was just kind of worried about the lane pushing up and me being unable to last it because they would harass me a lot, but maybe it was still a mistake. But the lane pushed anyway, which was good for us. It's always good in the early game if your lane pushes, because that means you can last it under tower and people aren't going to harass you. Even though, yeah, I missed a few last hits here, which was bad, but got that one. But yeah, if your lane is under the tower, it's better for you. So yeah, as I said, the new build for Juggernaut is to go 1 point into each of your skills and then get stats. And I actually really like that. Like, before I've been trying out, and I missed that one last hit, but I could have gotten it if I just attacked slightly later, and I missed that one too. That was terrible, actually. Should have a lot more lessons, I think. Got that one though, but okay. Yeah, 1-1-1 and then get stats for pretty much as long as you can. And as long as you feel the need to, I suppose. It's really bad to have 2 ranged creeps because not only is it harder to last it, but it's a lot the lane's gonna push, so make sure to deny one of them if you can as fast as possible. Now I think we pushed here, which was a mistake. I should have tried to lane control better, but yeah. I remember we almost got a kill on the Bat Rider once, but as you can see, I got a lot of last hits, and I actually missed that one and that one, which is terrible. Should have gone for the ranged creep first, and then I could have gotten the melee creep, and then I would have 2 more last hits. But yeah, always go face boots with Juggernaut. I haven't gotten them yet, but I should soon, once I get enough gold. And I actually think die here, maybe. I think I might die. I'm kind of angry at this Earthshaker because he doesn't fissure. I think he has mana for it. He could have fissured right there, yeah. And I was really mad at him for not fissuring, and he saved it to save himself. And it's good that he saved himself, but he should have prioritized me, who is the carry, more than himself, who is the support. So make sure to do that. Try to save the carry, even if you're gonna die. Try to save. And I TP'd the lane. So yeah, now I have a lot less gold, but Spear Breaker charges. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get the skill because the fissure doesn't go out. I don't know why no fissure from him. Again, I think he should have just fissured for the stun and not worried about the block. Yeah, I just typed to him that he should have fissured there for the stun to not be so scared. So yeah, I missed the catapult, but it's fine. So yeah, I remember Earthshaker took one of my last hits, and that was the last hit I needed for my face boots. And I got really mad because I didn't get really mad, but got slightly mad because I could have had my face boots. I'm not sure why I walked away there. Should have had an extra last hit. Yeah, it was this one. Or I didn't get it. He might have taken it, but oh yeah, he did take it. And now I didn't have my face boost for. He also has an unplaced ward, which is it's okay, but he could have placed it. Now I have face boots. Now last hitting's gonna be tons easier. Now my creep score is bad because I died mostly, and I also missed that one, which is bad. I should have gone for that and not been so scared. I don't think. I also missed that one because of 2 crits, but I think that one was honestly fine because I didn't expect the 2 crits. But I think this game, a mistake I made is I pushed way too hard and I auto-attacked way too much. Should have also missed that one. Just bad. Wow, I missed a lot of last hits that I shouldn't have missed, maybe. Also, I'm taking a lot of damage from this Bat Rider that I maybe shouldn't be, but that's fine because I have Healing Ward now. Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, I got stats. The reason getting stats is so good is because your skills are really good at level 1. Let me show you. So, this deals like 400 damage in total, level 1. This heals 2% per second, level 1, and it still lasts the same, which is really good. And this has 20% of 200 critical chance. That's amazing. That's his best ability by far, pretty much. And so yeah, leveling those up, like this increases by 5%, this increases by 1%, this increases by 20 damage per second, but that's not very useful because your right clicks are gonna be the way that you deal damage. And actually, when fighting one-on-one, a mistake a lot of Juggernauts make is that they turn on their Blade Fury. Also, I check their items. It's good to check people's items a lot to see like if they have like if Bat Rider had Blink Dagger. And not that I thought he had Blink Dagger, but maybe I should have spun there. But it's fine that I didn't. And I have Healing Ward up in 5, so I can heal myself up. He took that last hit from me, but it's fine. Uh, Again, I think the Earthshaker annoyed me a lot, but if the Batrider actually had Blink Dagger, like there's no way he does at this level of play, but if he did, then it would be really bad for me. And he definitely could if he was going into the jungle and stacking, but I pretty much knew he couldn't have done that because I saw him in lane. He stayed visible in lane for the whole time, basically. Also, my hotkeys were messed up, so I kept trying to select the healing ward with my 2 hotkey, but that was my hotkeys were messed up. So I usually have 2 as my hotkey for selecting all other units, which is useful when playing Juggernaut and Lone Druid mainly. And PL's, it's okay for PL, but you generally don't want to use it because PL has illusions, and if you just if you just select all of his illusions and right click them on an enemy hero, they're gonna obviously know who the real illusioner is. So yeah, I'm gonna be rushing a Mask of Madness. So yeah, and then I'm gonna be farming for like half the game basically, but I'm gonna be using some farming techniques that I'm gonna show you guys that are, I think, really useful to learn. He doomed the Earthshaker, I think that was the worst doom target, and I'm not sure why I spun at the end there. I actually should have not spun. Should have just kept right clicking. As I said, it's a mistake that a lot of people make as Juggernaut. We can maybe kill this guy, but he has Firefly, so I ping for this guy to go back, but he doesn't. It's fine because he has a haste rune anyway. So yeah, now I have Morbid Mask, not Mask of Madness yet. Soon I'll have Mask of Madness, but I believe I'm gonna push this lane out. I think pushing the lane out is fine right now because I'm gonna go into the jungle. If I wasn't gonna go into the jungle right after I pushed this lane, it would have been bad that I pushed it. But yeah, as you can see, I'm gonna go into the jungle, and so yeah, I'm gonna show you what I did. See, I find one mud golem. Mud golems are actually really good way of getting gold because they give like 55 gold, which is quite a bit. So I decided farming this camp, and then I'm gonna stack the other large camp. Stacking is when you hit a camp at the 53-second mark to I might actually miss it. No, I don't miss it. I don't think I miss it. Yeah, I perfectly time it, and then you always want to run left when stacking this camp because that's the shortest way of them leaving the box. And as you can see right here, there's two jungle camps there, and now that I can farm. And I take quite a bit of damage, but it's fine because first of all, I have healing ward. Also, I have Mask of Madness coming, so that'll help me regen a lot of HP. So it's really good if you're playing carry to stack whenever you see the clock is near the 53-second mark. You should stack a jungle camp because it'll increase your farm by a whole jungle camp. It's really good. So the bot tower was getting sort of pushed down. And I have ultimate now. I've had it for the level, but yeah, I have ultimate, which means I can pretty much easily get a kill on someone. But I decided not to go for the kills. It could be maybe instead of getting that boundary rune, stacking the small camp, but I don't think stacking the small camp is that useful, honestly. And I actually blocked the medium camp with my body, which is a pretty big mistake. But I decide to go to the lane anyway to farm up there. It's pretty much always better to farm in the lane. But what you can do, I didn't get the catapult, but what you can do is you can push a lane really fast, then go to a jungle camp, and then when the lane gets pushed back, you can... Now, I believe I actually didn't stack here. Oh, I did. Okay. So I stack once more here, and I think then the lane's gonna get pushed back, and then I'm gonna farm it again, and then I'm gonna push the tower. Now, this is really good to do, because that means you're not gonna get much farm when it's under the tower, because the enemy creeps aren't gonna be dying. So it's better to jungle then. So yeah, I run in. I might have actually missed the stack. I'm not sure why. I remember missing a stack. No, I actually got this one. But I remember missing one. So, but yeah, I got this one. So as you can see, yeah, there's 2 jungle camps here now that I can farm. Now look at this. I have 1,000 gold. Let's just see the net worth. Yeah, I have the highest net worth in the game right now. Like, this should not be happening. If Doom was playing well, he should have higher net worth than me, but I was stacking and stuff. So I was wondering if I should ulti that guy, but I didn't have Mask of Madness, so I was kind of scared that he had Doom. I was scared of 2 things. First of all, that my ulti would not do at all enough damage. It would just take him down to half HP, and then he could easily turn around and Doom me. And then I would die, but he didn't do me at all, so... but if I had Mask of Madness, I think I could go for it. Now, as you can see, the lane is pushed, and I didn't get the last hit, which is unfortunate. I shouldn't have hit that there. I was scared of the tower just finishing the creep off, but I think now that I'm looking at the replay, played this a couple of days ago actually. The reason I haven't been uploading is because I've been experiencing some lag problems, as you can see, but this time there's pretty much no lag, and okay, so I got a new program called Action, and that wasn't working for me because when I tried to change it to MP4, which is what YouTube accepts, it crashed in the middle. So yeah, I don't stack here, but that's fine because I maybe should be pushing the lane right now, but Doom's there, and I'm still kind of scared of him. Maybe I could fight him, but if he dooms me, then I'm pretty much gonna be dead. So it's 53 seconds. I didn't get a stack off, but that's fine because I farmed all the jungle camps anyway. So now I'm gonna be moving back into the lane. I believe I don't get the stack at this minute, but I pushed the tower right here. Because I remember I solo pushed the tower and I was kind of proud of myself because I was doing a lot of damage to the tower, and so this is something that I don't do enough at all. I should really challenge the tower, so I decided to, again, as I said, as Dendi did in his game versus Balkan Beers. I'm gonna get a Sanjin. I was thinking if I should go Sanjin or I was trying to de-aggro the tower, but it wasn't working for a while for some reason. But then I just decided to tank it, and then I finally de-aggroed it. But then yeah, I'm not sure why the de-aggro wasn't working there, but. Yes, what you do to de-aggro a tower is you click a creep, almost like you're trying to deny it, but then the tower will automatically, after it finishes one hit on you, it'll switch targets. So as you can see, I have 2,000 more net worth than the Doom, and Doom should have the first highest net worth in the game if he was playing well. But yeah, soon I start getting a lot of farm, so I decided to eat through the trees with my Calling Bite here, so that I could go through here and speed up my farming. But the jungle camp was dead, so but in the future, maybe now I can farm the small camp and the medium camp without having to go all the way around. So now I decide to, I decide I'm really strong now because I have level 11 and I have level 2 ulti, which level 2 ulti is 6 attacks, so that's double the power of level 1 ulti. So I can pretty much kill anyone. Remember, Juggernaut's ultimate is also the attacks increase depending on your attack speed. So I'm probably going to be hitting with them if I have the Mask of Madness like 7 or 8 times, or maybe even like 9 times, depending on, I'm not sure how many times I'm going to be hitting, but it's going to be more than 6, definitely. I pinged the regen rune, but my team was all top, so there wasn't, like, even though I had full HP, you know, not much I could do. I should have actually killed the small creeps first, because that would have produced the skeleton creeps, which would have given me slightly more gold. But I've heard another YouTuber called Bommy, he described the carry life as in 2 words, and I think this is really cool way of describing it. I'm not sure why it didn't stack. You're supposed to pull this camp at 55 seconds, but it didn't stack. Sucked. But it's fine. I farmed it anyway. Then I decided to go mid. So yeah, the 2 words that he described it as are discipline and greed. And so discipline is like always trying to get every last hit in lane is the first part of it, you know. It's basically like efficiency, but like also trying to not get too greedy. And greed is just like, okay, thinking, I'm gonna make this sacrifice, maybe this risk to get this 1,000 more gold. Like, maybe, like, it's not gonna be that drastic, but it's like, I'm gonna push this tower at the risk of them TPing in and probably likely killing me. But if they don't TP in, I'm gonna get a huge gold advantage, and I'm gonna, you know, probably win the game, you know, eventually. So yeah, it's and it's important that your greed doesn't outweigh the discipline too much. And the other part, I think, of being a carry is being extremely efficient. Because, like, even the small parts, like getting that 10 extra gold from the skeleton creep, as I talked about that one time, a couple of minutes ago. Even getting that small gold advantage can matter in the end. So yeah. It's really important to be efficient. At this point, I thought, now that I have Sanj and Yasha, I can pretty much fight, because I have a lot of damage. I have 475 movement speed without activating Mask of Madness. Let's just see how much movement speed I have. 522 movement speed. That's a haste rune when I activate Mask of Madness. So, 2 good things about Mask of Madness are on Jug is, first of all, it again gives you attack speed for more ultimate damage. And you're invulnerable during ultimate, and when your ultimate ends, and you find that, you know, you don't want to have the Mask of Madness active. So now I start farming ancient camps. I think I could have definitely done this earlier, and maybe this is a mistake that I didn't do it earlier, but, you know, it's only minor. As soon as I got the tier 2, maybe I should have moved on to the, maybe, like, I'm not sure if you can see the map drawing. I can't draw on the map. Can I draw on the ground? No. Okay, but I should have, I'm not sure if you can see my mouse. You may be able to, but I should have moved where the tier 1 is, up and over, through the trees, to the ancient camp to farm it, and then I should have stacked the jungle camps down below. And then I should have moved over to the ancient camp, and if the lane was pushed in, at that point I should have farmed the lane again. So that, yeah, that's maybe what I could do to increase my net worth even higher. But as you can see, Doom is slightly catching up, but I'm still 3,000 ahead. And I think that's very good. I'm 5,000 ahead of the Pudge, which is the highest net worth on their team. Actually, Ember Spirit is farming probably right now, which is why his net worth is going higher. But yeah, it's really important as a character to have a high net worth. Not sure what fantasy points are. I'm really not sure what fantasy points are. Where is the, yeah, GPM 456, 455. It's definitely not as high as maybe it could be, but I think it's okay. So, I'm looking to stack these because I'm pretty sure that I can't farm them before the minute is over. So, oh, I actually messed it up. I think I still stacked it though. I thought I got close enough for them to aggro, but I didn't. But I still stacked the camps. So yeah, it's really efficient to stack, especially ancient camps, because you get a lot more gold from ancients. Yeah, I decided to buy a Scotty, which Dendi got a Blink Dagger here, and Blink Dagger would give him so much mobility. It's crazy how much mobility Blink Dagger gives you, especially when you have Sanjinyasha. But I decided not to go for it because I kind of wanted to slow them. But I decided since we had all the tier 2s, it's completely safe for me to farm the jungle, their jungle. And I think maybe I should have helped with the fight, but my team is doing pretty well anyway, so 59. Yeah, I was waiting for the respawn. Maybe could have tried to stack the bottom camp at the bottom there, but I don't think I would have been there fast enough. Maybe if I activated Phase Boots and Mask of Madness, I could have tried, but I don't know. So yeah, it's also important, very important as a carry, that you don't constantly farm the jungle, which is mostly only like anti-mage players make this mistake. But what a lot of anti-mage players and stuff like that do is that I don't have enough mana for ulti, which was really disappointing. I was just like, oh no, I should have calculated my gold amounts better, but I didn't, which is sad. So yeah. I have 100 more GPM than the Doom, excuse me. Even though my creep score is honestly not that good right now. Like, it's 166, and I've been like stacking and stuff, but I could have definitely gotten like 20 more last hits in lane, maybe like 10 more last hits from jungle camps if I stacked better and more or something. If I very early on started stacking, and even though I wasn't farming them right away, that's something I try to do as Shadow Fiend. I really like Shadow Fiend. But what you do, this pretty much only works for Radiant if you're playing Radiant Shadow Fiend. But what you can do as Radiant Shadow Fiend is, I stack this here. Again, little things help a lot. Oh, I didn't actually stack it. I thought I succeeded, but yeah, should have pulled it out farther. I didn't expect the ranged creeps to start attacking me from range, but yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, I could have had probably 200 last hits by now if I was slightly more efficient with everything. I wouldn't say my GPM is bad, but it's definitely not the greatest. Could have been. But I think this game perfectly shows you that Dota is designed. This game is designed to where, you know, the creeps give more gold than kills. So you can see while my team was off trying to get kills, you know, the gyrocopter who was closest was still like 120 gold per minute behind me, and his net worth was what is it, 5,000 lower than mine? Yeah, 5,000 less gold than mine. And he was off getting kills while I was just, you know, spending my time stacking jungle camps, farming lane, going back and forth between lanes. Look at how much money I have. I already almost have Scotty. Like, this is definitely not the highest. Could have been, as I said, but I decide now that I almost have Scotty. I'm gonna have this after I get this tower. And I really want to Omni Slash someone, but I'm basically unkillable right now. And a mistake that Spudge made a lot of times is when I was spinning, I don't take damage from his ultimate, but he has to remember his ultimate is still a disable. Like, the damage isn't what you usually, like, a lot of times cast your ultimate for. The disable is a big part of it as well. Yeah, so easy calling the Pudge here. So yeah, this shows you how much more money jungle camps and creeps are than heroes, because like supposedly, like, if each creep gives you an average like 50 gold, and there's 4 creeps, which eventually become 5 creeps, but let's just say 5 creeps. 5 times 5 is 250. If there's 4, there's 200, and you get like 250 gold for a hero kill. So that means that, look at how much this guy's getting slowed. That's the Sanjay and Yasha proccing with the Scotty. They just can't move. They just can't run. But yeah, that's 250. That's as much gold as you would get from a hero kill from farming one what is it called? Wow, I'm completely forgetting what it's called. Come on. Not creep camp. One wave. I'm sorry guys, I just completely forgot. You get as much gold from a hero kill as you do from a wave of creeps. Isn't that pretty funny and cool to think about? How much gold you can have from just farming camps and lanes, you know? I think people don't do that enough at my MMR and stuff. Or at least at this MMR. Like, it's so strange to think. Like, it's a natural, I feel, for new players, it's a natural thing to say, oh, well, during the first 10 minutes, that's the laning phase, that's where you get all the farm. And then you just go for kills, and I think that's a huge mistake. It's a huge mistake that people make. Because the laning phase isn't, or, I mean, you should farm at 50, 60, 70 minutes into the game. You should never stop farming. Like, the clock should not be a reason for you to stop farming. A lot of people I see, that they have a great last hitting ability, but then at 10 minutes they just stop, and then their gold per minute falls to from like 500 to like 200 instantly. I should have probably farmed the lane here at the bottom. I might go there right now, but no. I really should have, because I could have pushed it out more, but maybe I shouldn't have, because I get a lot of gold, but the tower's gonna get pushed, and now I realize my team is fighting top. Could have just gone bottom to help, but it's fine, I suppose. Then I just clean up. Basically what happens. Do you see? They cannot move. They cannot move. Like, this sniper cannot move. Sniper cannot move. It's pretty cool. And then this Bat Rider is next in line. But he actually picks him off, so my help's not needed. And now look at how much damage I deal, just because I have more gold per minute than their team, you know? It's really good to farm is the purpose of this whole video. I'm saying the purpose of this whole video is basically the reason I wanted to show you this game. He disconnects, but it's pretty much game over at this point, so. Yeah, what I wanted to say here is, the reason I showed you this is because I wanted to say that people don't farm enough in their games. And this game, I think I farmed like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, maybe even. All I did was farm. And now I can wreck, and I'm unkillable. I have 2.5k HP as a Juggernaut. I have 18 armor. I have a powerful Omni Slash. I have 600 gold per minute, and you know, all that good stuff. I'm almost 6 slotted, honestly. Well, I'm one item away. I should have fought. I think. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't have fought, but sniper ulti still helps me. I was like, okay. So I saw my team moving towards me, and I was like, okay, if I'm super lucky and I get all the bashes, I can survive. We do actually end up getting 2 kills. So, yeah. I should have maybe cast the healing ward earlier. But it's fine. Now I can go back to farming. Now, I actually didn't have any bashes, but if I get a lot of crits, I meant. But I don't have basher with me yet, so. But I'm sending the courier to get the big basher now, the abyssal blade. So yeah, 615 gold per minute. Definitely not as high as it could have been, but for a Juggernaut, like honestly, for a Juggernaut who's a carry that doesn't have a huge amount of farming abilities, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. If I can get 700 by the end, which I think I might. I actually feed, I think, a couple of times before the end, which isn't good, but instead of finishing, I think I fountain dive a lot, but maybe I don't. Maybe I fountain dive and don't feed or something. But yeah, I'm gonna, I think, get 700 by the end of this game. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see how much gold per minute I get. And now, you see, you can, like, stop, you know, now that you're this far ahead, you know, you don't need to even, you don't need to worry about farming much, you know, just because, and you see, if I wasn't farming, I wouldn't have like 2 items. I would have 2 items less, which means I wouldn't have an abyssal blade or an Eye of Scotty, and I definitely wouldn't be able to wreck this much. So yeah, just about, what is it? Yeah, I think I die here, but it's a sniper. I get the kill, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Definitely not worth it. And I buy back, which is gonna decrease my gold per minute even more. And yeah, I could add 700, which is honestly, if you're playing Juggernaut, it's what you should be aiming for. If I didn't die, I would have 700. Is what I'm saying. Oh, they actually defend for a bit here, I think. So I do get 700 at the end, I think, maybe. Because I remember buying a component of the butterfly. Yeah, my team feeds, and then just kind of... Snecro wasn't playing very well. So yeah. I think I do get 700 by the end of this game. Which is, as I said, I'm probably mentioning this too much, but 700 is amazing for Jug because yeah, come back. Uh, because he doesn't have any, like, for Shadow Fiend, 700 is what you should be aiming for every game probably. But Jug doesn't have any great AoE that he can use for farming all the time. And, you know, like, no one was stacking for me this game. No one was supporting me. No one, I didn't have a tri-lane to pull for me. No one was pulling for me. No one was harassing the dual off lane and stuff like that. No one was doing any of that for me, so I think it's fair that I have 650 gold right here. $650 gold per minute is what I mean. I get a lot of regens this game. At least my team does. So yeah, now it's pretty much game over. Farming is really important, is what I want to say to wrap up this video. Without farming, you cannot get anywhere. I really want to fight someone, so yeah. I believe I fountain dive, and I may be feed again. Sniper actually got Scotty, which is a great item on him. Looks like it's just you and me. Oh, and then I die again. Oh no. Oh, I don't actually die. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hardly played. So hopefully you learned some useful things, how to stack, how to that it's important to get all the lost hits. Also, hopefully you learned how important it is to support. Because in the beginning I died, I think, in the beginning, and I didn't get as many lost hits as I could have if I had supports. So if you play support, please, shout out to you, I suppose. And yeah, so leave a like if you enjoyed and if you learned something from this video, and maybe even subscribe if you're feeling generous. See you later, guys.